Welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs. Again, my name is Jeffrey Davis. I'm the host of the show, and glad I can do that. And I'm here today. My co-host is Peter Meyerson from the law firm of Cohn, Rasnick, Meyerson, and Plout.
Hey, you got it right, Jeff. It's great to be here. Thank you very much for having me.
Well, our next guest, is a first-time guest, but not new to Mage, my consulting firm, John Talvacchia of Eckert Seamans. Welcome, John.
Thank you, Jeffrey, and hello, Peter. Good to see you both.
Good to see you.
Well, John, why don't you first tell us about what Eckert Seamans does and what your practice is really focused on?
Well, Jeffrey, Eckert Seamans is a law firm of just about 400 lawyers with offices from Boston down to Richmond, out to Pittsburgh. So we pretty much cover the Northeast. We specialize in representing businesses from startups right on up to large publicly traded companies.
And do you work with entrepreneurs?
I work with entrepreneurs all the time. In fact, quite a good part of my business is working with family businesses, multi-generational family businesses, where you have a succeeding generation coming and with an entrepreneurial spirit and see a need to reinvent the business.
What do you see as the challenges in representing that kind of clientele?
Well, first of all, they're all lovely. Some more than others.
That's a good way to qualify it.
But they are all lovely, and
you get used to them.
They have the common ground that all entrepreneurs have, from my perspective, is that they view the world from a different point of view than the rest of the world. They march to a different drummer, and that's what makes them unique. They're more inclined to ask questions, to not accept the typical way of doing things, and looking to constantly say, why do it this way? I think I've got a better way. And quite often they do.
One of the challenges I see with the entrepreneurs that I represent is, convincing them that at a certain level they need to bring in different levels of management to kind of support them. I mean, do you find the same kind of thing?
Absolutely. It is a process, and really you have a transition point, an inflection point, where you have an entrepreneur who has built up perhaps a very good-sized business, but it's completely focused around the capabilities and time availability of the entrepreneur. The next step is to bring in professional management and basically institutionalize that enterprise, and that is a whole different set of skills than the entrepreneurial person necessarily has. It takes quite a bit of effort and assistance to be able to make that leap from an entrepreneurial mode around a single person to a professionally managed institution.
So I mean, just going back for a minute, what do you find the challenges and the problems and the issues in funding a startup?
Well, it's kind of counterintuitive. The biggest issue here is not the access to money, but identifying the market and your team. Many people come up with an idea, and the venture people get them in a never-ending flow. What it really takes is to identify very briefly and concisely what that idea is, what the market is that it will be participating in, who the competitors are, and what percentage of the market you think you can take. That's all a business plan, and it's heavily numbers driven.